Sanders went undrafted. A surprise, if not a shock.
Under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless.
One of the truly stunning stories in the history of the draft. We have Shedeur Sanders sliding straight in to Saturday. Nobody knows where he's going to go.
With the 144th pick, the Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders.
Take a minute, be upset that you fell in the draft, but I think now you attack this opportunity and prove everyone wrong.
Thank you for the fans, thank you for everybody, thank you for the Browns organization for giving me a chance. That's all I need.
NFL draft analyst Matt Miller and football analyst Sam Acho are here with us now to break this down. Hello, guys. I know it has been a long couple of days, but here we are. The wait is over. Shedeur Sanders. It ends in round 5 for him. He is officially going to Cleveland. And so now I want to ask you both this. How do you assess the fit for Shedeur in Cleveland? Matt, I'll go to you first on this, considering you said now here's his opportunity and he's got to capitalize on it. What do you think of the fit?
It's a great opportunity, and it's a great fit. When we studied him pre-draft, I said Cleveland Browns are the ideal fit for Shedeur Sanders. Now, I thought that might be in the 2nd round, not in the 5th round, but the fit remains very, very good. Kevin Stefanski's offense is going to be dictated by play action, by playing in the pocket, carving up defenses with timing passes. That's what Shedeur does best. His accuracy, his toughness in the pocket. Those are his hallmark traits. Those are the things that you want to build on. That's exactly what Kevin Stefanski wants to do. There's some weapons in the passing game. They picked up a couple running backs in this draft that will help really fuel this offense. So I know that this is a loaded quarterback room. He's going to have an uphill climb here, but I do think Cleveland is the best fit for Shedeur.
Sam, are you there? Sam might be frozen. I think Sam is frozen. So I'm going to go back to you, Matt, because now that the draft is concluded, 7 rounds are in the books. We get to do the draft grades, right? So who in your mind do you think, Matt, had the best draft?
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams to choose from, but I go back to the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a team that just won a Super Bowl on the strength of a great defense. So what did Howie Roseman, the general manager, do? They spent their first 5 picks on defense. They are loaded at the position. Jahad Campbell coming out of Alabama, a little bit of a shoulder issue, so we might see a delay to his NFL start, but he is amazing as a run and chase linebacker. He can make an impact as an edge rusher. If you watch what Zach Bond did with the Philadelphia Eagles last year, that is exactly what type of player Jahad Campbell can be, but he does that with an added layer of athleticism and speed. And then Texas safety Andrew Makuba is going to round out a very good, very young secondary in Philadelphia, joining Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, who they drafted last year and were huge playmakers for them during that Super Bowl run.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I mean, the Eagles have had good drafts, it feels like, the past couple of years when you talk about Cooper DeJean, and then the year before that, they had Jayden. Like, they've had so many good drafts, and then they just won the Super Bowl. The rich get richer, it feels like. Matt Miller, we appreciate you. Thank you. I believe you're still in Green Bay. Is that your luggage on the couch behind you?
It probably is. I'm still in Green Bay. I'm eventually going to sleep, Shay, hopefully on the plane.
Okay, good. You do that. Matt Miller, thank you. In the books, and after almost 5 rounds of the draft and 143 picks, the Cleveland Browns took Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders with the 144th pick, trading up with Seattle to nab their 2nd quarterback of the draft. Sanders was Mel Kiper Jr.'s top-rated QB at one point. Here's Browns GM Andrew Berry.
Obviously, Shedeur has kind of grown up in the spotlight, but our expectation is for him to come in here and work and compete. Nothing's been promised. Nothing will be given. So I may hesitate to characterize it as a blockbuster. That's not necessarily how we thought of the transaction, but we are excited to work with him.
I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity. I don't ever focus on the negative or even think about the negative because the positive happens so fast, and it's a change of emotions. For me, it was just playing quarterback. That's what it's about.
Look, the Sanders draft pick was the latest the Browns have used a pick on for a quarterback since 2000. Sanders joins an already full quarterback room in Cleveland with 4 of the 5 QBs acquired this offseason. NFL draft analyst Matt Miller and football analyst Sam Acho are with us again. And as we just saw, the long wait for Shedeur Sanders ends in the 5th round. They get picked by the Browns. So now I want you both to answer this. Now we talk about how does it fit, right? How does Shedeur Sanders fit in Cleveland? Matt, you go first.
This is a great fit for him. It really is. And it's funny because in the pre-draft process, when we talked about where would be the ideal landing spots for Shedeur, Cleveland was always my top answer for him because of Kevin Stefanski. This is someone who knows how to develop quarterbacks, but also Kevin's offense is going to run off play action and is really going to be based on a strong running game. Those are the things that Shedeur does well, playing in the pocket where he can be accurate, where he can throw on time, and really that's what he does best. He's surgical when he has that time to pick guys apart. Cleveland has some weapons with Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku. They added Harold Fanta Jr., a tight end out of Bowling Green. So I like the fit for him. I also like that there's some quarterbacks here who've battled some adversity. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, guys that he can learn how to be an NFL quarterback from.
And if you take out all the pizzazz, all the flash, all the show on the watch, what you see with Shedeur Sanders, when you turn on the film, you see a pure pocket passer, a traditional pocket passer. And that's exactly why Kevin Stefanski said, okay, I have to go back to start calling plays again. And that's actually exactly why this is a fit. We saw last year Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling duties. They went to more of a passing first offense. But no, Matt, you said it. They want to be a run first. That's why they drafted 2 running backs. That's why they got Harold Fanta. They want to be a 12 personnel, 2 tight end formation, and then have a pocket quarterback that doesn't have to use his legs, but that can stand tall in the pocket, and that's exactly what Shedeur Sanders does.
Okay, I want to follow up with you both on this. And Sam, I'll go to you first, considering you've been in situations like this before, meaning you've been in rooms where they might be a little more crowded than usual. This is a very crowded quarterback room with 5 QBs now on the roster. How is this going to play out in training camp, and at what point does Kevin Stefanski need to make a decision?
Well, it's crowded, but no one's been established just yet. Think about it. Joe Flacco is aging. Kenny Pickett is not proven yet. Deshaun Watson is injured. And so all of a sudden, you have a quarterback room that has a lot of people in it, but no one's established himself as the starter. And so there will be ample opportunity for Shedeur, for Flacco, for Kenny Pickett to try and earn the spot. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a competition. And so no decision needs to be made just yet. Obviously, you have to let the competition play out in training camp. And then when the season starts, I'll have a better idea of who will be the starter.
No, Sam, that's a great point. With Deshaun Watson, given the timing of the second Achilles injury, I think we can realistically say that he's not going to play in 2025, and certainly not anytime early in 2025. And the difference here with Cleveland is, despite those other 3 names, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, none of those guys are players that they gave a ton of money to or that they used high draft picks to acquire. So this really can be truly an open competition. I would expect Flacco, because of his experience, probably has the upper hand there. But Dylan Gabriel was a late 3rd-round pick. Shedeur was a 5th-round pick. And Kenny Pickett is now on his 3rd team in the NFL in as many seasons. So it truly is a level playing field. I would expect all 4 of those quarterbacks to have a really good opportunity into training camp and the preseason to win this job.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. We've all seen the quarterback listed on the back of the Browns jerseys with names crossed out, right? The Browns have had 40 different starting QBs since 1999, 10 more than the next closest team. We'll see if Shedeur Sanders makes it 41. Okay, now the draft is concluded. 7 rounds are in the books. Matt Miller, I go to you. Who had the best draft this year?
Yeah, I love what the Philadelphia Eagles did. There were several teams that had really strong drafts, but Philadelphia, coming off a Super Bowl win where they beat up